Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Southern Extreme TV. It is basically Christmas morning of the Deer Woods, where we get to put the stick and string and the old untrustworthy smoke pole down, and we get to pick up the boomstick. It's opening day of rifle. We've already seen several deer. We had some deer in here right at shooting light. I was filming them, and then we heard there were two shots pretty dang close to us. And as soon as they shot, a doe jumped the fence and ran down here and was acting all crazy. So I'm assuming that one of the deer that I'm hunting is probably dead, because I'm pretty sure that was the doe he was with last night. That's probably the biggest deer that I've got. If he did die, it's the biggest deer I've got on any of my cameras, on any of my properties. Man, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Sucks, but it is what it is. We had another, like a spike, and then another small 8 jumped the fence behind that doe. But that 8-point wasn't really chasing that doe. I mean, he come down through here kind of looking for her, but he wasn't necessarily just dogging her like you would expect a buck of that age doing if that doe was super hot. But a lot of those bigger deer, they'll just try to hem up a doe that's getting ready to come in heat. So we're in a good spot. We've got a couple good deer in here. We've got one really unique deer that's here that we'll probably shoot if he comes in, gives us some good footage. He's a really cool deer. But deer up on their feet and moving, there went a shot. It's cold, it's low 30s. So thanks for hanging out with me on my channel. Hopefully we can make something happen. Oh, we're using a new gun this year. I'm excited about this thing. This is the new gun from Night Stalker Precision. This is my custom build that Mark Downing did for me. Really cool, little shorty, 16.5-inch barrel, 308 with a suppressor on the end. Got the tracked optics scope. It's my favorite name brand scope. So hopefully we can shoot something this morning. We're gonna see what we can make happen. Good morning, guys. We are back here in the stand. Had a lot of deer activity last night on a lot of the cameras, but not really big deer. So I'm actually hoping that that's a good sign, because for the last however long I've been kind of bouncing around depending on, what photos I'm getting and what big deer are in the area. And clearly that's not worked. So right now I'm trying to play a numbers game. It's an equation, right, that sometimes works. Stand hours increase and potential opportunities at shooter deer also increase. But there's a lot of other factors that go into it. You can actually hunt less hours and be more efficient by hunting smarter and, hunting the right areas. This area, it's got potential for a good deer to show up. There's a lot of land here, but for the most part, we've got it narrowed down to one or two deer that if we get an opportunity at them on camera, we're going to try to take a crack at them. But it's mid-30s this morning. Everything's kind of coming alive. It sounds like this morning. Yesterday afternoon, we seen two small deer and one big doe. One giant doe. As soon as she stepped out, I thought it was a buck just because of the size of her body. But it was just one big doe by herself. So I'm hoping maybe she got bred or has been bred. And that now maybe one of the bigger bucks will be up on his feet, roaming around looking. But just now good in camera shooting wise, so we're gonna hang tight and hope that we can get something to come strolling on through. such a cool little hunt. I don't know if y'all can still see that buck. He's still right there. It's so pretty. Man, I'm telling you, if that deer right there will make it to next year, it will be absolutely beautiful. If he'll grow another 365 days, I just need 365 days out of him. And come right back through here and do the exact same thing next year. He was tending a doe. He's looking up this way. He had a doe come into the corn. I don't know where she came from. But he's staying right with her. He's not pushing her. He's not chasing her like them young bucks do. He's just following her. That's all he's doing. And he's on high alert. Basically, he's got that doe. She's going to be ready to breed here in the next 24 to 48 hours. And he'll go lay down with her and try to keep her corralled away from a lot of the other bucks. Just one of the most beautiful 8-pointers. That's hands down one of the biggest deer I've ever let walk in my hometown. This is the one area and spot that I feel like we have a chance for that deer to make it next year. Not that he's not a great buck. He's a beautiful buck. And if he comes in and somebody gets super excited over him and shoots him and they're proud, then he's a good buck. And he's arguably probably the same age class as one of the deer that I'm trying to shoot. If that deer would come in and give me video quality like that deer right there just did. That deer stood for the longest time right here at 15, 20 yards. It's been a kind of a slow morning. Usually we've got deer on us right at first light. It kind of took us a minute to get some deer to come through, but I almost wonder if maybe with that doe right there turning off hot, if that buck hadn't been kind of keeping the majority of the deer traffic down. And then a lot of does, if they got a doe like that that's hot, they'll kind of stay away from that area. The younger bucks stay away from that area. But maybe a bigger buck, maybe he's already got a doe bred. Maybe he'll come sleeking by, trying to figure out what's going on. But that right there is freaking awesome.